Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of all ages, welcome to a new Patch Day Star Citizen 3.0. That's right. If you had seen my previous video, as I was literally like right in the middle of making it, the update went live. The update version is 684.185, and the real question, how is it? Well, it's hanging in there. It's not the best, but it could be worse. There were a few times when I came to Levski around this area. I was in like around 10, little less than. So I figured I'm just gonna run down here. I'm gonna grab the nav box, bring it back to where we gotta go, and use that as measuring apparati, if you will. I say apparati as a plural of apparatus because we're going to use a couple different avenues to test it. We're going to use frame rate. We're going to use its overall smoothness, like not just frame rate, but being like its input lag or hopeful lack thereof. You know, if the Mobiglass pops up, if Star Map pops up, if the hotkey buttons work, if I happen to run into a combat situation, how that works. So we're going to try to infer by what we see as to how this patch is doing. Now I can say, when the patch first went live, just like every patch, just like every fresh patch, let me rephrase that snarky comment. Jesus, I can't English. I brained my damage. So just like every new patch, it was great because it was all fresh rooms. I was in the upper 40s to 50 frames per second range. Was able to fly to Daymar, landed on Daymar, still had a 30 FPS and a little bit above. It was wonderful. And then it happened. And if you're in the PTU, you know what I mean when it happened. The frame rates went to shit. And it was weird too, because like there were a lot of people around me when I was at Olisar. Like you would think, oh shit, I'm going way too fast. Oh, maybe not. You would think with all the higher population of people that is when the frames would be the worst, but it wasn't. Like oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, maybe it was a little too fast. Maybe it was a little too fast. Okay, nah. We're good. Alright. So let's see how this goes as we're coming up. Frames are dropping a little bit, but that's to be expected. Everything's kind of loading in a little bit. Now this is the patch that is supposed to have the beginning. Oh, that's a hard hit. The beginning stages of. That's me, by the way. I was just trying to turn and park a little bit better. This is supposed to have the beginning stages of, if I can freaking park. Third time's the charm. This patch is supposed to have the beginning stages of network optimizations. Jesus, there we go. Got it out. Sorry, this is just a product of my terrible piloting. This actually isn't the game, so don't take that as part of the game. That's my fault. So, alright, so we're landed. Now we're right around 20, which, you know, okay, alright. I mean, you know, could be better. But for 20, it's, you know, not as choppy, but it could definitely be better. I had a Nox back here, but because of the patch, it didn't persist, so it was just kind of like, oh, bye-bye. And I don't know how to holster my weapons. I'm holding R, and it does nothing. Oh, that's the other thing. They switched up the keys in this one, and to be completely honest, I am not a fan. I'm actually really unhappy. Free look is no longer Z. It's now left alt. So now I don't know what all the keys that left alt would modify, like reverse. I don't know how to do that now. What else? There's a few other things that were like throwing me off. Oh, I didn't know what the key was to gimbal, so I had to go in, and there was actually no mapped keybind to it, so I had to map it. I just put it at J. That was a little peculiar. It actually seems like a lot of the quote normal keys are like unbound. A lot of like the normal key like things like gimbaled, free look, things are either switch targeting. So if you wanted to, so you know how it's R and T to go to closest to reticle and then closest enemy respectively. Well, now it's number 2 and 3, and it's like it's weird trying to retrain myself after this has been the after the key binding that we've had has been as such, you know, for so long. Now it's like it's a little jarring. It's like shit. How the fuck am I supposed to do with this shit now? There we go. Got some minerals. Alright, I'm just gonna grab a few more boxes. I just wanted to make this worth the trip that we came out here for. So the key binding change, in my opinion, in all honesty, gets a couple points taken away, because I don't like. If it was more intuitive, alright, makes sense. But like, it seems kind of counterproductive. It feels counterintuitive is what I'm trying to say. Like, it doesn't feel. I don't like the new keys. Maybe it's just because I was so used to the, you know, old key bindings. I don't know, but it just feels so strange trying to relearn them. I'll relearn, but again, a lot of them didn't even seem like they were bound. I had to go in and rebind gimbals, and I don't know. I would think that having gimbal lock would be something. Oh, and that's the other thing. The IFCS safeties, those aren't bound anymore. C and V now launch chaff and flares respectively. So chaff is launched by C, flares are launched by V. Or wait. I'm pretty sure it was C and V. Or I think it was X and C. Yeah, because in the cockpit, Z is now boost. No, X is boost. So yeah, C and V. Sorry. I'm just trying to remember the keys, because I was kind of like shocked. I was like, really? This is the keys, the key binding that they're going with? Alright. Well, what? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So, aside from the key binding, aside from the still, you know, the frames do drop still from here and there. However, it really doesn't seem as though it's as prolific. It seems as though in this patch, and like I've been saying, slowly but surely making progress. I would be much happier. Let me turn that on. I would be much happier if the frame rates were 10 FPS higher. If it was there, I would be stoked as shit. Right now, I'm just a little happy. Well, I'm just happy because it's at least running, you know, at a somewhat acceptable, you know, rate. Like, I can tolerate it being at 20 frames, but like once it hits below that, really it's kind of like, oh dude, I really can't, like, ow, you know. Alright, so let's see. I feel like there's one more piece that should be here. Oh, that's the rear. So, yeah, the actual front, unless that's what this is, and it's just destroyed, which is very plausible. Yeah, because I'm not seeing any more debris, and there's someone over here. It looks like they got tossed, so... Oh, man, you poor bastard. Alright, so we've got our loot. We've got our mission objective. Let's bring it back to wherever it's got to go, and let's finish up our overview and thoughts on this new patch. Definitely slightly better than the previous one, so that makes me a little excited. Kick on the engines. I kind of like this. Like, I was a little unsure about that, like, inner thoughts and, you know, doing it like that, but I don't know. It's actually kind of growing on me. These keybinds, though, it feels so weird having free look being alt, left alt. I wonder what those little mechanical things are in the front. See those little things sticking out? Are those like little hooks? Because when the landing gear goes down, they don't really do much. Like on those fins there? I don't know. Man, that's pretty. Now, I just took a screenshot. That's why the frame is just dipped. So, I don't believe that was actually gameplay per se related. I took a screen cap. Alright, let's turn sideways. Yeah, that's pretty. Screen cap. I'm glad that they fixed the side door things with the Cutlass now that they actually look like they're closed, because, well, I mean, they are closed, but, you know. And that's what I mean, once again, like, now with the Delta Patcher, screenshot, now with the Delta Patcher, I mean, they're able to get patches out quick as shit. And subsequently, as such, they're actually fixing a lot of these issues a lot faster. Another thing I'm noticing is the quantum fuel seems to be going at a much better rate. Now it's not being drank up like fucking crazy. Yeah, oh yeah, that's way better. That is so much better. Alright, oh, another thing, instead of pressing the home button, I don't know if I said this or not, but to get to the star map hotkey, it's actually F2. So we'll set that. F1 is still Moby-Glass. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense, you know? Oh shit, hitting Atmo. It makes sense to make that F2 because it's right next to F1. Ah, fuck it. Yes. Screen cap. I took another picture of that because I like that. Alright, pulling forward. Boom, another screen cap. Alright, so we have gotten back to Olisar. Let's see. Alright, so we got to call air traffic control. Tell them let us in. Alright, now this is going to be a good test. Some people at Olisar, it's actually running okay. a little less than 20, which again not ideal, but doable. Alright, let's see. Let's do the... I always prefer to auto land because that way I know it's on the pad according to the way the game wants it. That way, you know, because like look how off this looks compared to how I just was, how far up I was going to park. I don't know if that would count, and I don't want to chance it knowing that, you know, now I've got cargo in the back that I'm looking to keep. I might even try to put the Nox in here just to see how that goes. Alright. In fact, maybe I'll do that real quick too. But I'm going to drop this off first. I'm going to give my impressions and what I think overall compared to the previous patch, and do a little quick extra of me trying to put the Nox into the Cutlass Black, and that's if the Cutlass Black stays on the pad. I have noticed sometimes they go away, like if I respawn something. So example, the other day when I first tried to get my Nox in my Cutlass Black, I was having an issue with it, so I gave up and I decided to put the Dragonfly in the Constellation. Boy, did I have egg on my face thinking that would be any easier. It seems like the physics grids were all sorts of forked up, so I'm hoping if the... I might even just... No, you know, I'm gonna spawn the Nox first, and if the Cutlass Black stays there, I'll try to get it in. If the Cutlass disappears, then I'll respawn it and have to pull it away to get it in. This is cool. This I really like.
Need something?
Yes.
Set it down. Let's see what you got.
Alright, Mike. Like, that's cool. I don't know why I put it down on the floor. That's something I should probably... There you go. Alright, so... Oh, shite. Alright, so let's see if the Nox is available. I know one of them is broken. So, that's the one that I actually had. So, let's claim that real quick. And then, actually, before I spawn that, I just want to make sure all the rest are good. Because I thought, nope, that's what I thought. I was playing and my game crashed. That's one thing I hate. I wish that if you crashed, when you got back, you'd be in or around the same area. Let's see. No, I think the Cutlass just went away. So let's try this. So D02.
This station has been designated as an armistice zone, tampering with weapon safety protocols.
And D10. So if that's still on D02, we're in business. Nah, it's gone. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna leave the video here. So my impression so far is this patch is definitely better. It definitely feels slightly more optimized. Still in the low 20s, but that's better than the frame rates that it was at, where it was in the sub 10s. Arena Commander is functioning again. The VR barrier that's for Arena Commander or whatever is also back now again. Overall, definitely some slight improvements. It is on its way, and this is definitely a better patch than some of, especially better than some of the more previous ones. So, with that, I'm going to end the video here. If you liked the video, please leave a like. That really lets me know what type of videos I should concentrate on. If you have a comment, or if you think of anything that you'd like to see, leave it down below in a comment. And I'm going to make a video on a HOTAS pretty soon. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know as well. So thank you very much for watching. All you beautiful bastards out there, have a wonderful day. This has been Will. Peace.